Okay. רבותיי, שבוע טוב. רבותיי, שבוע טוב. One more time.
Shabbat Kodesh.
Shavua Tov,
Rabbi.
To connect people. Shabbat Tov to Great Neck people. Okay, everybody's here. Good.
Shavua Tov, Rabbi.
Shabbat Tov to Great Neck. כל הכבוד. Now, tonight, before we're gonna move after the Chagim to how to raise kids, which is a long. I think now it's big stuff. Until we're raising the kids is not so good, say the least. I want to concentrate now on what is our Avodah B'Yom Kippur, what we have to do. See, people, they saying we have to do tshuva, okay, tshuva. What is tshuva? What is this?
Things that you do between him and you, not between you and another person.
That's the easiest part, is between us and Hashem. That's the easiest part. The most difficult part is it's between person to a person.
Yeah. But Hashem can't forgive you.
No.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you have to remember who you did something wrong.
Huh?
You have to remember who did something wrong.
No. No. So I'll tell you what I did today in my shul, so I can do it over here also. You can sit here all day long, and you can fast all day long, and you, chas v'shalom, you can accomplish almost zero. Why? And people that deal with the public, they know exactly what I'm saying. There is something they call gratitude. Hakarat hatov, as we say. Today we're living in a world that nothing is appreciated anymore. And you can do many, many favors to people, and then you owe it to them. Huh? You obligate. And they don't see even the need to say thank you. Right? And they don't know even what you're talking about. That's a problem. So doing tshuva means we have to start to work on a gratitude that we don't have. Example, who Rosh Hashanah was praying that one that his spine, something will not move and it will be stuck, maybe for a week, not able to move. No one. Right? Why? When you say Zochrenu lechaim, right? Part of our life is that we need the body to function, right? Do we say thank you to Hashem every day that we can bend down and I can bend back, okay? And who knows what, huh? Ma? You're saying that, but the question is if you mean what you're saying. Yes? You have to understand that what we also only praying on Parnasa. That's what our main thing. Okay, nothing is wrong with that. But who pray? Hashem remember us for life. Who pray that he will be happy all year? He should not get into depression, or he should not see one bad day.
Everybody.
Ma?
I do.
Yeah? Where? In what part of the tefillah? Okay. I hear what you say. Good.
But it's not inside when you read.
Nachon.
You don't understand everything you read.
Nachon. Correct. So now, how about asking for Shlom Bayit? How about asking for our kids and that they will not wind up in the bad places? You see, all this, Hashem says, I'm ready to give you. I'm ready to give you. The question is, are you going to appreciate it? Are we? Hashem, and now don't start to blame me again. All right? Hashem gave us the biggest matana that you can give to a person. Hashem gave us a wife. That's a matana. Matana gift. Hashem gave us the if a friend will give you a gift, it's a question if you need it, if you not need it, it's good, it's not good. If Hashem give you a matana, he says, Hashem gave us two matanot, two gifts. He said, no. Shabbat is number one, and a wife is number two. No, it's only you borrowing it. So, how many men that you know and I know, if you don't, the walls of my office will talk. Okay? How many men בכלל have appreciated and gratitude that Hashem בכלל gave him a wife?
Somebody who doesn't have a wife. Somebody who has a wife is not going to be. If somebody doesn't have, same thing with anything in life. Our grass is always green on the other side.
Now, with all the problems, and we, what did you find in that? I'm buying. I'm ready to buy. We'll get to it. Okay. When we're starting to appreciate our kids, that we have, let's say, 4 or 5 kids, all of them are okay. And pito the 5th one starting to get, a lefty, and he's going into a bad way. Now you're starting to appreciate the first one that you have, that they are okay. That's who we are. Until we're not going to get a smack, we're not going to say, ooh, I'm appreciated. Yes? And this is what we have to do, tshuva. This is Yom Kippur is all about. Pitom, you start to appreciate food, right? And you just a little bit coffee, you're ready to pay any price, right? Good. So we forget one thing. Hashem can forgive everything. Even if you don't keep Shabbat, Hashem have patience. He will wait for you. He will wait. One thing Hashem is not going to wait. When you're hurting a person, be prepared. Hashem will pay you on the spot. This Hashem don't like. And all the problems that you see today, people are all of a sudden, they're having the sicknesses, this and that. Such a mess. Why? Because today nobody knows how to shut his mouth. We don't know how to, And he says, Hashem likes the people who knows how to don't answer back. And the kunz is, that's what they taught us always in the yeshiva. In the yeshiva, they taught us, don't be right, be smart. Don't be right, be smart. Because you can be right and you can lose everything. And if you're smart, you can gain everything. Right? Not always when you write, something good will come out. Okay? So now, even if you write, let it go. Give in. Which are we not good at? Why should I give in? It's not fair. Give in, nothing will happen to you. Why? Because if you give in, Hashem cannot judge you. Why? Because what can he do with you? Even if he wants to sentence you with something, he cannot do it. Why? Because you mevater, right? So Hashem has it. And now to say, I cannot touch this person. And today, I said, sometimes for the music.
We hear you, Rabbi.
We
just lost you.
You lost me?
We didn't hear you. It became like mute.
I hear the Rabbi.
Now you can.
The only thing we heard when Rabbi said today I was saying, that's the only thing we heard. After that, we lost Rabbi.
What?
I said, we only heard today I was saying. That's the only thing that Rabbi said, and then we lost Rabbi. We couldn't hear anything afterwards.
Rabbi was saying today, this morning.
That's it?
So somebody called.
In Eretz Israel is very common. There is apartment houses there, and especially if you live in Bnei Brak, everything is very, very close. Now imagine you have a family that they have 8 kids, and they have 2 or 3 rooms that every size is like the size of this holder, all right? And they want to expand a little bit the apartment, but they have to get all the agreement from the neighbors. Everybody signed, but one person. Why? He said, it's going to block my view. I'm not gonna have a son, but he has 8 kids. They're sleeping on the floor. Why do you care about your son and you? And he not only is not signing that he wants to do it, and he's calling the building department in Israel. Said, don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Baruch Hashem. At least they coming. So now, a friend of mine is one of the poskim in Bnei Brak. He told me something is gonna happen over here. Something will be. I don't know if Hashem will send him Isurim, Isurim, suffering. Either suffer or he will go to the cemetery. Something will happen because Hashem is not going to take it. And indeed, it took 3 months. It took 3 months, and this, and he had a terrible accident, and there was it. And there. No. So now, I want to come back to it. I'm not going to let you off the hook so fast. The Gemara says, Leolam, forever, יהיה אדם זהיר בכבוד אשתו. כן? Okay. A person has to be very careful. לעולם יהיה אדם זהיר בהונאת אשתו. Don't tell her things like you're talking to your friends. You have to talk very delicate. למה? שמתוך שדמעתה מצויה, they cry very fast. And tears, I want to tell you one thing. Tears are not going to waste. Hashem has a special place for tears. And they're collecting the tears. You know what tears is? Tears is the syrup of the neshama. It's the syrup of the neshama. When a person have tears, it's right away it comes in front of Hashem. Hashem says, put it in my safe. And one day Hashem will pay it back. If it's for the good, it's for the good. If it's for the bad, it's for the bad. Man, I want to see one man that cries on Yom Kippur.
The wife can cry.
In my shul, maybe few. Maybe few. Yeah, because when I pray, Habibi. Right? People coming from all over. From all over, they're buying seats. We have no space. Now, why? Every parnasa problem that a person have, when I have a couple in my office, the first thing I ask him, what are you doing? He says, I have this, I have that. How the business is doing? He said, no good. I said, of course not good. Why not? Because a wife She is the source of the bracha of the house. How do we know that? You can say many things. How can you prove it? So we're going back to the Torah. Everything that we talk, we have something to back it up from the Torah. What the Torah says, Abraham, Etiv ba'avura. Abraham Avinu, with all the greatness that he had, he fought with the whole world. He couldn't do nothing without his wife. All the wealth that he had, it was because of Sarah. Abraham, Etiv, Hashem made him good because of his wife. So to every person out there, if your business is doing not so good, meaning your shalom bayit is not good. Forget the mazal, forget. Mama, no such a thing. No such a thing, ya habibi. I don't know what you call. So you have to know which partner to choose. That's why we don't like partners. When you open a business, if you're going to tell me, no, I have a partner you want to invest, don't take partners. Be by yourself. That's you.
That's you?
Yeah. Effective. You got effective.
That's pretty problem.
You know, everybody wants to be rich, yes? The Torah has a key to everything. The Torah has a key to rich. Doesn't mean how much money you have in the bank. Rich means that everything is fine, everything is okay, the kids are okay, you're healthy, she is healthy, you have what you need. That's called ashir. I know people, miskinim, they have so much money, it's coming out of the ears. Their life, that I don't wish it into my worst enemies. The life that they have. And so what good it is? It's a binu soul. That's what it is. That's what it is. What can you do with that? Yosh kaile. There are people who have, they have diabetes, or they have blood pressure there. He sits there like the Statue of Liberty, just to give him the flag. And there, everybody eats and needs. This is a curse. So when Rabbi came to a place called Mechoza, that's what the Gemara is saying, and they're asking for advice. He said, let me give you a bracha. My bracha to you, Okiru lenashaychu ki echi detitchatu. If you want to be rich, you have to respect your wife. That's the key. Hashem gave him a key. That's all. Yeah, no.
You are my slave, not slave, but
Bunch of abusers. No, okay. I know.
there's nowhere to go then.
No, I think he's saying something else. old mentality that the wife was chas v'shalom, if she don't say I sir. Oh, Rabbi Mashiach. That's called abuse. I have very not nice names to say here, but I don't want to spoil your appetite. So
It's because, no, also what I'm trying to say is, some of the women that came to America and they learned how to get out of their cage when they started to make money, they were able to be independent in their own relationship. So a lot of them stayed where the husbands understood, and some of them just left.
I'll tell you what happened. Okay, Russia was a man's land. Now they took him from there. They brought him over here to ladies' land. And now, from white, according to them, from white to black, and they don't know how to swallow it because it's a contrast. Totally big one. Not this one is good, and not that one is good. Both is very wrong. They're not always, and they're not always right.
I know a lot of people that think that now if you tell him that the way he was acting in Russia, now he goes. I know people, I talk to them because they had no brain, they didn't understand what they were doing. And now they regret what they did. Now you see how they live. They said they didn't know better. Because how life is supposed to be now, they're like a couple of them.
That's a surprise for me. Probably they have a daughter that got married, and now they see what's going on, so they woke up. 100%. That's what it is. Huh? Yeah, right. Okay, so now I said today that one of my friends all of a sudden got very sick. So another friend went to Tenaya Steinman, Alav Shalom. He told him, I have a friend, he got a sickness. What should I tell him? He said, bring him here. He went to bring him, and he told the friend that brought him, he said, you go out. You go out. Let me stay with him alone. And the Rab was about 95 years old, looking at him, and he told them, are you giving your wife a hard time? And he started to cry. He says, yes. He says, that's why you're sick. I didn't want your friend to hear all this, because you're going to get embarrassed. But I figured it out. Go ask Mechila from your wife, and you don't need anymore to go to the hospital. And the friend, he came out, and he's saying to the friend who brought him to the hospital, how did he know? How did he pick that up? We don't need to be. We know where is the problem. That's the problem. You cannot take the matana that Hashem gave you and deal with this like it's a, I don't know what. It's not going to go. I understand that sometimes they get emotional, and their hormones, they're going up and down, and before they get, the period 3 or 4 days before you cannot even. But the mama, I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
He's gassing them up.
In my classes, you need a lot of patience. A lot of patience. Why? Because Erev Yom Kippur, after all the kaparot and so on and so on, there is a job to do, meaning the kids have to ask mechila from the parents. They must. Ma? No. 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 If you said something that it is not nice, yes. That is okay. Okay. Okay, so that's why we're going to start and we're going to see what you can do, what you cannot do, how to do it. There is a way to be tough. No. No. Absolutely. 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 And we have to implement it, and we have to implement, because otherwise they will not know even how to what mechila means. I hope that they go into yeshiva, so in the yeshiva they will teach them each one has to go ask mechila. But what? I think even from first grade already they starting to tell them, all of you have to go and ask mechila. Absolutely. How did I know? Now, the kids have to ask. The husband have to ask from his wife, and the wife have to ask mechila from the husband also. Now, the greater one, he'll be the first one. The couple. You see? And by us, what is being called on the street a map, by us is a gibor. He's a man that we can relate to. We can respect him. On the street, his friends will laugh at him. Medium. Yeah. I didn't want to say it, but by us is a person to admire. To admire. Why? Because he is not ashamed to ask mechila. Meaning, he doesn't hold from himself, meaning the kavod that he has, he says it's only the kavod for Hashem. From people, I have to ask, I have to do what I have to do. Okay, so who will ask first? When I was in the army as a captain, sometimes I have to be tough. It's not my nature, not at all. But they put me in the position that I have no choice. They have to follow orders. So what are they going to do now? And sometimes I had to send people to jail. Trust me, I felt so bad. Behemet, I couldn't eat. I felt bad that I sent somebody to jail, but For the chinuch, that was the proper way to handle it. When he came out after a week or 2 weeks, depends on the severeness of the chutzpah that he had. I will call him to my office and I'll tell him to listen to me. First of all, I have to apologize to you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. But you brought me to a point that I had no choice. And I have to apologize. I know that it's not picnic to be in jail, but I had no choice. I want you to understand me. What did I lose? Nothing. Then when I needed them to perform, if there is a war or something like that, they were like lions. Lions. Why? Because I had, as a captain, do I have to apologize to you? If I have my nose up, I say, hey, Bonata, next time I'm going to give you double. Yes? No? No, don't do this. The kids have to do the same thing. I'll get to it and we will go 5 by 5. And when I talk about kids, you're going to bring notes and pens and you're going to write everything, all right? Because I'll educate you for a lifetime, okay, with a lot of experience, a lot of experience. So, husband and wife, it can be so beautiful, but it can be so devastating. Why? Because if you don't have mercy for your own wife or for your own husband, why Hashem should have mercy on you? I'm asking you. Yeah? If you don't have mercy for your own wife or for your own husband that you're living together, why should Hashem have mercy for you? Have mercy on Hashem. What for? I'm looking at the record. I see that you don't have no mercy. So in what chutzpah you're asking me is to have mercy for you. What we're going to answer back? Huh? So now we spoke about it, right? She don't have, sometimes when they have to spend, they can spend without anything. No mercy. He signed the Ketubah, he has to support, he has to provide. Come on. Okay. That means we're going to the law. The Seder. Don't forget, there is Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Hashem said, you're right. Let me go also to my rules. You want to use the Ketubah? Okay, so I'm going to use my rules. If you don't want me to use the rules, okay, so you don't use this as a tool. The husband going outside to work, his wife is home, let's say all day, and she said, why should I help her? I'm outside. I said, this is her job. Okay. I have no complaint. I have no complaint. But Rosh Hashanah comes, he says, you saw that your wife going to collapse. Yes, whatever you said, you were right. But did you see your wife that you claim that you love, just about to collapse? She's losing her mind with the kids. Why didn't you help? I did my share. So I said, okay, so I'll do my share also. I have to punish you. You have no mercy. I will not have any mercy. Sometimes we will say to Hashem, judge us lifnim mishurat hadin. What does it mean, lifnim mishurat hadin? No. Don't use your book of sentencing. Let it go. Even though we deserve punishment, close your eyes. Hashem says, why should I close my eyes? You closed your eyes, told your wife you want to help. Everything Hashem says, after the temple was destroyed, the whole world got ruined. The only thing Hashem left is measure against measure. Whatever you do to somebody else, Hashem will do to you. With interest. So that's why. The Gemara says as follows. Isha tova, matana tova, bechek yireh Elokim tinaten. A good wife, it's a good matana. Hashem will put her in the arms of Yireh Shamayim. Meaning, so everybody said, my wife is not good. Because it says, Isha tova, matana tova. A good wife is a good gift. Mine is a bad gift. Defective. No. And the answer is, Isha, she's always tova, always good. Matana, a gift, always good. Only Reshamayim, only Hashem will know how to appreciate. When you don't appreciate your wife, meaning you're lacking in Yirat Shamayim. You have no connection to Hashem, you don't know who Hashem is. You guys, young, and you think you're going to conquer the world. My friends, barbecue, Rosh Chodesh, this, that. Don't forget, one day you'll get to my age, B'ezrat Hashem. All right? And then the motto is not the same one anymore. Right? My Hashem, still okay, but Baruch Hashem, I'm fine. But don't forget, I've seen it many times in my own eyes. You know that. Pitom you see that the husband that was Elan Pitom become כזה, שלפק כזה. Now he needs the help of his wife. Pitom he started to appreciate her, and so on. Your friends, they're already going also on, okay, they need help also. All these friends that you need help for, barbecue and all this, where are they? Where are they? A chacham pikeach, a person that has some brain in the skull, he is preparing for the long run. Stupid one, He just see what I see today, and that's it. Did you get it? Good. Perfect.
Nobody called me.
They can call you. They can call you, sir. You see, I'm not ashamed to tell you, Bichlal, no. Okay, why should we go far away? Yeah, I'll tell you. Okay, I had a cancer. I got out of it. And then 1 month after I finished with my chemo, I fell into the hospital. Okay, if I were 10 or 15 seconds late, I will not gonna be talking to you today. Okay? ממש ניסים that I was saved. So now, okay, I was 5 days in the ICU.
Because we needed Rabbi Haimoff.
What?
Because we needed Rabbi Haimoff.
You're right, okay. Okay, so now, 5 days I was in ICU in a critical condition with on a ventilator. I cannot eat, no drink, no talking. I cannot do if I need something. I have to write. And the doctors, they coming in the morning with coffee, and then, how are you? How are you doing? Get out of it with the coffee, you know. Then the nurse is coming with a Coca-Cola with ice, and out my throat is dry. I say, I'm ready to pay for a piece of ice, you know. Any amount, just give me a piece of ice. He told me, you cannot. We're going to take it at the time. Finally, they took her out after 5 days, and it was 5 days of Gena. Now they took it out finally. Pitoy said, wow, here comes my doctor. He said, okay, what can we bring you? I said, ice. He went by himself, the doctor, he bought me kind of ice. He said, be careful, you know, don't jump on it too fast. Slowly. Pitoy, you see that piece of ice, you know, how precious is this? Why? Piece of ice. That's how much precious. Okay? Now, who stayed with me for 2 weeks in the hospital? I tell her, go home. I'm fine, I'm okay, I'll do fine. She slept over there, I don't know where she slept. She said, I'm not gonna leave you. I say, Ya Habibi, I'm begging you, go home. I don't feel good. I see you on the floor. She said, what am I here for? And she stood there for 2 weeks until they took me home. They took me home, that's it. Done. My kids came. But I told them about time, yeah, to go home. You have a husband, you have a wife. Bye. Shalom. Right? But who stayed there? The only one. So take it from my experience, okay? Nobody will care for you, not your friends, and not all the scrap it. The only one that come, okay, to be next to you That's your own wife. And you better know that. Everybody should know it. Okay? We should not deny it. That's what it is. And whatever I'm telling you now, that's what they taught us in the yeshiva. And that's what I taught my students as well. I said, Oy vavoy if I will see you in my office. Or don't you dare come to my office. Okay? So, to hurt a person, we should not hurt each other. You have to learn how to talk with respect. Why? Because when you're hurting a person, especially them, it takes a long time to heal. She might say, okay, I forgive you, but I don't buy it so fast because it's still there. And the proof is, she's going to remind it to you after 10 years. She remember what went on. What did you say? What did you wear? How did you sit? Your eyes came out like this, and you don't remember what she's saying. Why is it? Why? Because she did not forget yet. Take years. But they remember detail by detail. Why? Because I'll tell you why. Because when you get hurt, oh man,
Remember the most popular specific men that act like women that will remember these type of things. That people that hurt them.
okay.
I have one rule in my house, you don't get upset about it.
Oh, what a rule. Shabbat shalom. That was a good one. That was a good one. I like it. She's a tourist. She don't know. Okay, good. That's funny. Okay. I'll tell you what. You know, Boaz, the Gemara said that he has 60 kids. Boaz married Ruth. The history you're going to find in the Gemara. He had 30 boys and 30 girls. No, from his first wife. 30 boys, 30 girls. Huh? But that's what we know about one of them. Yeah. Now, and all of them died when he was still alive. Could you imagine a person to take 60 kids to the cemetery?
So probably he had to take that.
What happened? Of course. What happened? He had a friend, his name was Manoach. Manoach was the father of Shimshon HaGibor. Shimshon was the only son to his parents. Now they friends, and he wants to invite them to, he made 120 parties, 60 engagements he did, and 60 weddings he did. 120 of them, he did not invite Manoach. He says, maybe I will hurt him because he doesn't have one. You see, every time I'm having a wedding, a friend is the father of Shimshon Agibor later on. And yet he said, he gonna come with gifts and gifts and gifts. I cannot return this gift to him. He doesn't have kids. So he was debating with himself. He said, you know what? I'm not going to invite him, not to hurt him, and I cannot return him all the gifts. And Manoah got so hurt. He said, so what if I don't? Why am everybody is there but me? So Hashem said, you didn't have mercy on your friend. I'm going to show you. And Boaz was a tzaddik, Boaz. Boaz was, you know what Boaz was? He is the continuation of the Mashiach. He is one of the poles. Hashem said, with you, if you don't have mercy, אפילו שכוונה טובה. What's the result? Somebody got hurt? No. I know. Good. So that's to tell you, sometimes you're putting fire just to light up Hanukkah candles and the whole house got burned. Your intention was what? Good. And Hashem decided otherwise. I have to learn. Listen, when a person don't know and what can you explain it?
No, they don't understand it. He didn't have the intention to not invite. He didn't want to make him feel bad, but he didn't understand it. So you're saying no matter what, he should have invited him?
Here we go.
So at least one. That's what he's
Let me tell you another one. The Gemara says it was a person by name Rav Rechumi. That was his name, Rechumi. He used to go to the yeshiva out of town and used to come home only Erev Kippur. He'll stay Kippur, Sukkot, and then after Sukkot, he's going back to the yeshiva for 1 year. He's not coming home. Okay. 1 year, Erev Kippur, the man is not showing up. His wife prepares food because soon enough, he is not coming where he was. He needed to rest. He said, I didn't understand what they learned in the, what we learned didn't sit well with me. So let me sit over here. I have to sort things out. Yes, I cannot go home like this when my mind is not fully on my wife. So he sat on the floor. On top of him was a terrace. Meantime, his wife, looking right, looking left, why he didn't come home? And she started to get emotional and tears came out. The moment that the tears came out, the terrace fell on him and he died on the spot. So now, the Rosh Yeshiva asked, what did she gain now? Now she's gonna cry all her life now. What's the purpose of all this? He says, when it comes to hurt a person, you're dealing with fire. Fire don't know where it goes. My intention was good, my intention was not good, I was not acceptable. We're not used to the language, right? So we said, okay, I didn't mean to hurt you. Why did you get hurt? Before you talk, you have to think 55 times, right? What I want to say, why I want to say it, what I want to accomplish. Maybe the other one will get hurt. We have to be responsible. It's not been done. First we talk, then it's late. It's late. So my advice to all of you before I leave you, okay, and I see you after Yom Kippur. My advice to all of you is to appreciate each other. You have to appreciate, at least you have a husband. You don't have to deal with all with what I have to deal with. People would call me, she's 30 years old, she's 35 years old. Just before I came here, it's a lady. Tomorrow she is getting married. 38 years old. 38, and he is 41, never got married before. And they don't know even what to do. They're fighting with each other for every small thing. And every time I get a telephone call, I have to be like, kindergarten. 41 years old. That's my job. Okay. She don't know what a man is. So I have to tell her, I said, finally you're getting married. Why are you fighting sugar? Finally you're off the market, Baruch Hashem, you're off the market. Not for sale anymore. No, I'll tell you what. All these single events, I'm telling you, it's such a busha. I don't know how people can go there. And you see only the older ones, over age already. I feel so bad. I said, why are you doing it? Why are you doing all this? Of course it's embarrassing. Of course it's embarrassing. So when you have a husband, right, somebody to, at least somebody to talk to, somebody, even to scream it, okay? Fine. But at least we have somebody, so many girls that I know that not girls anymore, already women. And they didn't find what they're looking for. And now if they find somebody, they're afraid to get married already. They're afraid. You should not be afraid, you have to. We have to appreciate what we have. That's the main thing of doing tshuva means why I want to connect to Hashem, because Hashem is so good, He does to me so many things. What do I do, B'chlal? I feel that I'm doing Hashem a favor, B'chlal. Coming to shul, I'm doing Him a favor. If there is no kiddush, I'm not coming to shul, B'chlal. No pizza, no sushi. Why should I come to the shul? Like he is doing us a favor. That's the attitude. That's the attitude. Instead of saying, thank you that somebody come to educate you, to make you, a little bit smarter. That I'm doing him a favor, I'm coming to listen to him. That's the attitude. It's a very, very terrible attitude. When you're trying to feed your kids, what do you think the child feels? Huh? You want me to eat? Are you going to take me to the park? I have to stand all day long. Get veins in my legs, and I have to feed this child, and he's doing me a favor by eating. And you have to buy me a gift yet. Hashem, I'm coming to shul, I'm doing you a favor, and you have to send me the best thing I want. Parnasa, refuah, yeladim tovim, everything good. Because I came to shul finally. Hashem says, I don't need your shul. So we have to switch it and say to Hashem, thank you, there is a shul. You know? Thank you, there is someone that opened the shul. Have to do this, have to clean over here, have to do this. And people come there. Why the air condition is not on? Stuffy. These lights are on. You know, yes, of course there is. And coffee and we're not saying thank you that we coming to shul. We feel that Hashem owes us that we came to shul. That's the problem. On this we have to do tshuva. We complaining on the husband, on the wife, on the kids we complain. Go sit on a chair, come to my office from time to time and see ladies sitting there crying their heart out, they don't have kids. The husband, sperm, 0. Now they have to take a needle, put him to sleep, get into the tissues. Maybe they'll find something, and then they have to take eggs from her and giving her shots and everything. She be coming like I don't know what, you know. And maybe if Hashem wants, it will work. Now you have kids, why you complain? Because we have a lousy attitude. We don't appreciate it. We have to learn how to appreciate it. That's the tshuva that Hashem wants. Appreciate me. I'm doing everything for you. Have an easy fast, a good one, and we should all do tshuva, including me, okay? Including me. Hashem, and I see you with Hashem next week, even though it's Erev Chag, but
Rabbi, forgive us if anything we did.
You didn't do anything. You have to forgive me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you. Shavua Tov, Shana Tova.
Thank you, Rabbi. Shavua Tov.
Shabbat Tov, everybody. Rabbi forgives
Shavua
all
Tov.
of you.
Thank you.